The stream be starting.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Let's go. What a couple of days, right? Amazing drop here for Bitcoin. But thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Appreciate every one of you guys. And let's have a great stream. Right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's see some coins here, how they're holding up on this pullback. But thank you to all of you guys on here. Thank you guys for making to the live stream. Of course, I'm gonna take a look at all your favorite coins. We got over 19 people already. Wow, 19 people already. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for the first 1 minute or two. But I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Crypto Owl and Michael Hole. Thank you guys for being the first people on here. And Shashenka. I think that's how you say your name, right? Shashenka. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'll check out Eve soon. Don't worry. I'll take a look at Eve. But yeah, Bitcoin dropping down here to that 50 MA, which I talked about. I mean, we're holding up pretty well as support. So, you know, there's a possibility this was the bottom. So we'll see. We'll see. But we're holding that 50 MA pretty good. On the daily, right? But I talked about this target, right? You don't hold that 25. We're coming here to that 50. And we wick below it, but we're closing above it. So that's a good sign. The fact that we're closing above that 50 MA. Yeah. I'm from Brazil, but I live in the US. I live in the US. We're originally born in Brazil. But yeah, this is going to be a great stream, guys. I can't wait to look at the markets for you guys. It's going to be awesome. My TikTok ban is at like 10:56, which sucks. Because I wanted to go on TikTok at the same time, and I gotta wait like, what is it, like another hour? But it's all good. So yeah, I mean, let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Once we get to 10 likes, we'll do a crypto market update of the day, and then we'll take a look at all your favorite altcoins. But we see the daily, we're coming back here to oversold. This might not be good, right? Showing the momentum to the downside. But we're holding that 50, right? If we do break that 50 MA, I do believe we will come down to 113 and test those lows right there, right? And again, look, I'm not too surprised for this pullback because ETH needs to pull back to that level where I talked about 4,100, 3,800, and ETH has been holding up pretty decently. I mean, it hasn't pulled back there yet. But all it takes Bitcoin is to dump a little bit more, and then ETH can pull back to that level, which I talked about. Okay. So, take a look here at the 4 hour. Let's see what's going on here. And we can see, right? A lot of massive bearish candles here. Bearish crosses. We came down here to this level. I mean, there's a chance this could be the bottom, but we're still in this downtrend here. Okay. We're still in this downtrend. Like I said, if we lose that 50 MA, we're coming down here to 113. Let's see the 100. That 300 is holding pretty well there. And yeah, there's a lot of resistance right here, even on the 3 hour. So we are pretty bearish for Bitcoin at the moment. The only thing saving us is that 50 MA. It's holding the support. Right, and then the 1 hour, we're rejecting that, but holding the 25, but we're still in this downtrend. Right, so the bottom here, like I said, if you lose that, we're coming down to 113 at least, could be the bottom. But I think this is still a great buying opportunity for a lot of altcoins, and a lot of altcoins are surprisingly holding it pretty well. ETH, Cardano, even Dogecoin's been holding it pretty well. Pigeon, what's up, Pigeon? How's it going, brother? Broker buddy, how many retail junkies killed today? A lot of the leverage traders, right? That's the thing, guys. That's why I use low leverage. That's why, especially in crypto's already so volatile itself. I'm down on a couple of my trades, but I'm not liquidated, right? I'm not panicking. I'm not, because I know being low leverage, you know, my liquidated positions would have to dump like over 50%, to be honest. So I'm still very bullish, and I've been adding more to my positions on my trades, and I've been accumulating a lot of coins like Data, Dogecoin as well, right? But let's take a look here at ETH. Once we get to 10 likes, we're 1 like away from the crypto market update of the day. Bitcoin right now, that live supports that 50 MA, which I said there's a chance we can come down here if we break that 25, and we did. So that's the live support right here. And look, I believe we'll get a bounce. I believe we have everything to get a bounce here. Short bounce on the temporary. Right, if we get a bounce, your resistance level is going to be around 116,900, 116,800 this level. We are bearish. But ETH working its way down here to 4,300, under 4,300. Again, we want to see ETH come down here to this level, which where that 25 MA is at, around that 4,000 level, 4,100, 4,000. So I do see ETH pulling back here to this level, and it's good that we pull back here, because this is a multi-year resistance level again, like I said, right? So it's a good thing that we pull back here for ETH, and if it takes Bitcoin dumping for that to happen, then it's all good. You want to see ETH pull back at least to that 4,100. That's just the first target. The ideal target would be 3,000, 3,800. Maybe we can find that 50 MA here, right? Maybe we dump here slowly, tag that 25, bounce up a little bit, get a rejection, come here, meet up with the 50, possibly later on in September, bounce off 3,800, and then we're off. You see? So I see a scenario like that playing out for ETH. Wow, 50 people. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys for 50 people. Don't forget to like. Do not forget to like. And we're seeing the momentum coming down here to oversold. So I see ETH coming to at least 4,100. At least 4,100. Okay. And then the 25 is around 4,000 right now. But let's do a crypto market update of the day. Thank you guys for the 12 likes. Let's take a look here on the daily. Let's see the coins that are up and down here on the day. A lot of coins are down. But this is great because this kind of gives you an idea of which coins to accumulate during these times. Like Injective. Injective's down 8%, but it's still a very bullish coin. Okay. So Injective down pretty big on the daily. Hex down 9%. Pump Fund is actually down 11%. As you can see right here. I'm still up on my Pump Fund, surprisingly. But that's, you know, I bought it like weeks ago. Aerodrome is down, which is normal. I mean, this coin's been up a ton here on the weekly. I think it's actually up on the weekly. But a lot of coins are down right here. Right? Hype is down. I know there's a lot of people hype on Hype. AVAX as well is down 4%. And AVAX and Chainlink's been holding it pretty well. Chainlink is actually still at 25 bucks. AVAX is around 23. So, yeah, I mean, you know, these are the times to buy, guys. It's not the time to be panicking. These are the times when no one's talking about crypto, when everyone's in a lot of fear. These are the opportunities to buy. Here on the weekly, we see Aerodrome up 16%, Chainlink up 17%. Cardano up. So, you know, there's a couple altcoins up on the weekly. A couple. But most of them are, I mean, ENS is down 10%. So, if you've been looking to buy ENS, it's down recently. Floki's down 6%. I might pick up some more Floki, maybe. And then let me check out the monthly, because the monthly, I haven't checked out the monthly in a bit. Yeah, the monthly's kind of divided. A lot of coins are up, but then there's also a lot of coins that are down. Right, like Pepe's down 20% on the monthly. So kind of divided up. Let's see right here. But yeah, but he's starting to come down below 4,300. Right, so look at that. We're already starting to fall down here for ETH. Pretty good. Thank you guys for the likes. Don't forget to like and comment the coins you guys want me to check out after we take a look here at Ethereum. Comment on the coins you guys want me to take a look, and I'll take a look at them. So on the monthly, we're starting to move up here to overbought territory. Not there yet, but we're starting to move up here. And we can see last time we got to overbought was right here. Right, we pulled down a little bit, bounced off, and then Eve took off. So we might have a scenario kind of like that. Right, where we have that pullback, right, as we're coming up here. And then we take off, right? If we follow the previous move here from back in September 23. Now here, when we explode back in 2020, we got overbought when ETH was still around 433. You see right there. But after we got overbought, we went from around 400 to all the way to 4,800. So just because we get overbought here, we were overbought in July 2020, and we stayed up here till June 2020. So almost a year. Almost a year overbought. So just because we get overbought doesn't mean the top is in. It might still, you know, take some time. All right, so let's take a look here at some of your favorite coins. Sui, we got Sui, XRP. Thank you guys. William, thank you, man. Thanks for coming to the live stream. So let's take a look at Sui. And again, I think this is a great buying opportunity. The best times to buy is when the market's down. So taking a look at Sui right here, one of the top meme altcoins in this bull market, kind of front running the bull market too, right? Kind of, you know, not lagging behind like most coins. But we see Sui is pulling back here, and we're kind of in this uprising channel. So where can Sui possibly pull back? On the daily, you can kind of see where we lost that 25. We're trying to hold that 50. If we have a massive dump, then we're probably going to test the lows here around 334. Okay, so I can see Sui pulling back to this level around 338, 334 level, right about here. Okay, so I'll say 340, 330 is a good deal for Sui. But even right now, right, you don't have to go all in right now, but right now that 50 MA right there, it's down. Sui's down about 15% from a couple days ago. So not a bad time to accumulate more Sui. Again, I believe this altcoin will continue this bullish momentum, as you can see, to eventually break out of this pendant, because it's in this massive pendant, as you can see right here on the weekly. It's in this massive pendant. And I mean the bottom of the pendant, so I'll say 330, but then the bottom of the pendant right now is around 290, 288, $3 right there somewhere. I don't see us falling that low, but I could see us falling back to like 330 around there. But again, once we break out of this pendant, that measured move for Sui is around 15 bucks to 18 bucks. So Sui has one of the most bullish structures in my opinion. Great coin to be buying on this dip. Bitcoin at 115. Bitcoin pulling back here. ETH pulling back too. So next coin, XRP. A lot of you guys asking for XRP. Let's take a look at XRP because it did come down here below $3. It did come down below $3. So let's see how it's looking here. So you can kind of see, wow, look at that. We actually wick to that 50. And bounce right on it, but I still see more downside. I see us slowly falling down, so I think it's just setting the range here around 290. So I believe XRP will probably slowly come down and try to hold that 50 MA around 297 in the next coming days, right? 297, 295, and then if we lose that 50 MA, we're probably gonna test the lows here for a possible double bottom around 278 to 275. Okay. So, you know, I see us slowly falling down, testing that 50 MA again. We lose that, which I see there's a big chance we do. Test the bottom for a double bottom around 270s. Okay. So either way, I'm bullish on XRP. If it does come below $3 here, I think it's a great buying opportunity before it really takes off. You can kind of see we're already on oversold territory. So this shows the momentum is to the downside on the daily. A lot of times when you get this, it doesn't mean we bottomed yet. it means that we have more downside to come. Once we start to curve up, that's a sign that most likely we are starting to bottom. Okay. So again, my target's 295, 290, all the way to 278, 280 for XRP. But either way, I'm bullish on XRP. I think this coin will long-term bounce off pretty well. Z, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming to the live. Appreciate it. I'm doing great. How about you? We got 50 people on here. Amazing. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys for 50 people. Don't forget to like. And again, guys, you guys got to get hyped. You guys got to get amped. This is the time to get hyped because it's a great time to buy crypto on cheaper prices. Right? Like I said, I called it. I said, look, ETH needs to come down to it. If we're bullish, if you want to be happy, if you want to be bullish, ETH needs to pull back to that level right there. So I'm kind of happy with this pullback. Okay, and look, it's gonna take Bitcoin dumping for ETH to come down to 3,900, 4,000, 100, 3,800 level. It's gonna have to take Bitcoin dumping. Then that's fine with me. We need to see ETH pull back here. This is a major point of control for ETH. Major point of control. So this is not just good for ETH and healthy for ETH, but also healthy for altcoins. What do you think about Radex Unlimited Potential? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Radex, never heard of it. I'll take a look at it, but never really heard of it. It's on a lot of exchanges. Doesn't look too good. Yeah, it looks pretty horrible, to be honest. Radex. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what this coin is about, but this is just not a good chart. All right. You definitely want to research coins like this. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but that this is a really bad chart. Really bad chart. And just like dump, you know, pull back here, get rejected, and we're slowly going down again. It's a great tech, bad pricing. Yeah, I mean, if it has great fundamentals, then at some point we should start to recover. Right? If this coin has great fundamentals, great tokenomics, then it has to recover. But until then, it's been putting in new lows. I mean, it just put in a new low last month. We have 12. Look, for us to flip bullish, we need like a tweezer bottom here, right? So if you can push back up here and close here, get a tweezer bottom on the monthly, that's bullish. Then we can start this recovery and do something kind of like that. But again, we have 12 days. We'll see how we end up here on the monthly for Radex. But yeah. All right, what was the next coin you guys asked for? Don't forget to like, guys. I'm gonna check out all your favorite altcoins as Bitcoin is pulling back to 115 and ETH is pulling back. And look, guys, it's time to be happy. It's good to buy altcoins at cheaper prices if you're bullish on the markets. Someone asked for Solana and Cubic. I'll check out Cubic. Phi protocol. I got you. We'll take a look here first at Solana. Let's do this in order. And let's see that Solana's holding up decently, right? It's not dumping. Yeah. Solana's holding it pretty strong here. We pulled back here. We're holding that 25 on the daily, which is a good sign. Okay. So Solana holding that 25. If you pull back more, obviously we'll break that 25 and we might go to 173 Solana. Okay. So yeah, there's a chance we go to 173. But so far, even with Bitcoin pulling back hard, a lot of altcoins are holding it pretty well, which is a good sign. This is a good sign that we're starting to see altcoins start to gain strength here when Bitcoin pulls back. So I'm bullish on Solana. It's just that it's situational. If you lose that 25 on the daily, 173. The 200 is around 157, but Honestly, I don't think we'll go down that low. You might go here to 174 or 173. And then Pi, who's Phi, right? What was it called? Phi. This is why I love to live stream too, because I learned a lot about new altcoins. There's a lot of new altcoins I discovered with you guys. Strategy, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for the emojis. So I mean, this coin, have no idea what this coin is about, but it's in this massive pendant ever since the dump here from back in March. So I guess it came out September. This is not good though, right? I mean, this is not good. It had a bounce, but it's still kind of in this pendant. So I mean, it might break out once we break out of this pendant. Once we get tight here and break out of this pendant, it might break out, but still, there's just so much selling pressure up here that I really don't know about this coin, but maybe there's a lot of inflation with this coin, a lot of sellers. Because it's not really normal to see all these wicks up here and just back down and just wicks, right? And seeing this massive sell-off happen here in the last coming months. So I would be careful with this coin. It's not completely bearish, but doesn't hurt to buy a little bit right here, right before the breakout. So if you break out of here, based on the measured move, you can come back here and break that level, right? But yeah, just be careful with this coin. Our next coin is Cubic. I think I heard a little bit about this coin and the relation with Monero. But Cubic, you can see this coin, we pulled back and we recovered pretty well. We didn't fully recover yet. We're getting some resistance at that 0.38 right there. So, you know, there's a big chance we pull back here to that 0.5, which is around 23 cents. So we get a pullback here, 23 cents, bounce off of that. You know, possibly put in the higher low. So I believe this coin is probably going to pull back to put in the higher low. Right, so we might slowly fall down. 23 cents. If we break that 23 cents, then we'll probably retest the 618, which was a major resistance level, around 17, 18 cents. That would be the ideal pullback. I know it's a big pullback, but there's just so much resistance here. We didn't really retested this. We took off, and now this could be the start, the pivot to that pullback. And again, even if we pull back here to 17 cents, it's still bullish if we hold that level. So we're still technically putting in a higher low if we pull back there, you know, do something kind of like that. So not too bad, pretty bullish. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Crypto, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And man, it's great to be live. It's great to be live, especially when the markets are pulling back, because it's just an opportunity to buy. I'm still super bullish on the markets, even with this pullback. What stochastic slims do you use? What do you mean? I use the regular. I just use stochastic, money flow, and RSI, but I use the regular lymph. Yeah. Sui, thanks for Sui. Edge. We need to check out Edge. This coin is on Coinbase. I think I checked out this coin last time, right? Yeah, I remember this coin last time. It is on Coinbase. So yeah, I mean, this coin had a massive run up here. It's starting to pivot. It's starting to pivot. Let's see some areas here where we can pull back here. All right, some of the areas where we can pull back here. Plus, possibly that top of the 618. So I would say around 38 cents. We can slowly pull back here to 38 cents. Right, even when you get the... Where's the anchored VWAP at? Or this. The BVR. Where's the anchored VWAP at? I want to try that. There we go. So boom. And yeah, see one of the targets, even on the anchored VWAP, is around that 38, 37 cents level. So I definitely do think, I mean, this is a massive run up, and we're pulling down here with the markets. We're pulling back. So I believe this is the start of that pullback, and it's bullish long term because we're putting in a higher low ultimately. If we can come here, it's 38 cents, right? Fall down with the market, 38 cents, hold that, and then kind of create a bullish pattern, bottoming pattern, and then put in the higher low. Yeah. I invested in Microsoft. Is that smart? I mean, if you're looking to hold long term, right? If you're building a long term portfolio, Microsoft is definitely a great company. Right. So if you're building a more secure portfolio, but obviously if you want more gains, it's going to be more risky, right? If you put in crypto or something else.
New subscriber.
Thank you guys for subscribing. If you guys are new, definitely like, follow, because I live stream daily crypto content here. Kind of give you guys my opinions where we are in the market, and just give you guys here crypto updates as always, and show you guys what I'm buying, right? What I'm buying, what I'm selling. And I appreciate every one of you guys here. And by the way, the place where I buy crypto, one of the places, BTCC, check it out. They've been here for 14 years. 14 years. Never had any hacks. They have proof of reserves. They're KYC free and VPN free, meaning you can use this anywhere in the United States. And if you use my link, did I put the pin? Yeah, I put it in the pinned comment. You get 10% deposit bonus over 500 bucks, with the max reward being 10K. So yeah, definitely I take advantage of that. But BTCC, 14 years, no hacks, proof of reserves, great exchange. And you can leverage trade on there. You can buy on spot. So it's pretty good. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. And wow, we're almost at 30 likes. So there's a lot of volume today on Pump, right? A lot of volume on Pump. But CRV too. A lot of volume. So, you know, seeing all this volume on CRV, it looks like wells are accumulating CRV, or even Conflux too, and Polygon too, right? So I love this. I made this myself. This shows you the 24-hour volume and also the daily rank. So the higher the bubble, the higher that it passed here some altcoins. So from what I see here is Polygon. Looks like people are starting to buy Polygon. Maybe some whales, Conflux and CRV. And then see, look, when it's yellow and big like that, I mean it probably came down ranks. So Pump came down 5. It came down 5 ranks. That's bad. And there's a lot of volume. So there's a lot of selling for Pump. Now when it's like this, CRV went up 4, and there's a ton of volume. So that's showing you that the wells are accumulating CRV. Even though, look, and this is what's awesome. Even though CRV is not even up that much. It's not even up that much, but based on the volume, there's a lot of accumulation right now for CRV, which is understandable because CRV is on ETH, and they're stable coin staking, or earning yield on stable coin, decentralized platform. So pretty good. Do you have more meme coins plays besides Toshi? Great question by Joy. So yeah, Toshi is one of my favorite meme coins, but I do have a lot of meme coins that are plays, I would say. So one of them that I'm very bullish on is Turbo. I really do recommend Turbo. I think this is a great meme coin along with Toshi. Has a great chart, and again, you guys know I only invest in coins that has good charts, and I could see taking off later on, right? We have a massive run up here from 2023. We pulled back here to fill in that gap, and now, right, we've been holding this level as support. We regained this support, and we're kind of in between here, you know, in this massive point of control for Turbo. So I'm bullish on Turbo. If you're looking for another meme coin like Toshi, I would say Turbo is right there for me. Good advice. XCN. I bought some ICP. We'll check out ICN, XCN, and ICP as well. So XCN, massive pendant, right? We almost kind of broke out of it, but we're still in this massive pendant. It's a very long-term pendant here for XCN, and near at the bottom of it. So, you know, you might get a bounce. We're starting to get a bounce here for XCN. Once we break out of this pendant, let's see the measured move. Could go here to around 13 cents. So what is that, like a 13, 14x? Which honestly is basically where it was here before, back in 2022. Before it fell off a cliff, right? It's the same level. So I'm bullish on XCN because, you know, this is not a pump and dump. After it pumped up, it pulled back, but it's been bouncing off here in this pendant, putting in higher lows. This could be the low. And then if we tighten up here, we break to the upside, we're super bullish. So I believe XCN is a great risk on coin based on the charts. So buy Turbo now. Again, guys, nothing here is financial advice, but let me check out Turbo real quick again to see if it's a good buying opportunity or if it has more downside. Raheem.
Our new donation.
Wow. Thank you, bro. $15. What would you buy? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Raheem. Appreciate the super chat. First super chat of the night. Thank you, bro. So 15 bucks. I mean, look, I would say Turbo's, I think, is a great coin for 15. Turbo Toshi, I would say. Jasmy as well. Yeah, we'll take a look at Jasmy, and I'll take a look at ICP too. But Toshi, let me see if Toshi's a good buy right now or if it has more downside. I mean, I would say right now is not a bad time, right? We're testing the lows here. Sure, could we lose these lows? And, you know, if we lose that low right there, we could pull back to that 200 MA, which on the weekly is wow, look at that. So the weekly 25 MA is exactly the daily 200 MA, around the same level. So, you know, maybe you buy half right here and then enter half here if it does pull back, if it does dump here for Toshi, for a Turbo. But I would say right now it's not a bad time. This coin's down already pretty decently. Okay, so I'll say Turbo's one of them. And let's take a look at ICP. Someone asked for ICP, so let's take a look at it. I'll say ICP too. If you're bullish on ICP, if you're bullish on the fundamentals, I'll say this coin is down pretty big. You can see we're kind of in this uprising channel. It's just a slow mover, right? And you can kind of see right here for ICP, you know, we're getting to a point where that 200 is coming down. We're going to flip that 200 eventually with the 25 or the 50. We're going to flip that. Once we get that golden cross, could be when ICP really starts to move up here. So it's not the most bullish chart, but again, ICP is going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit before it starts to run up. You're first going to see other coins move up first. So ICP is definitely a coin that you can hold up a little bit to buy. Because before you see ICP take off, I believe we'll see other altcoins take off first, a little earlier. You went to, yeah, so yeah, I do like Jasmy. Really like your content, bro. Joey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Happy you found my channel. And again, guys, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely subscribe. I make a video every single day. I just posted a Toshi video today, and then I have another Toshi video coming out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments right there. Besides Toshi, which other coins do you guys want me to make videos for? Okay. I'm just want to get some feedback, because I made Toshi videos because I've been getting a lot of views on them. There's a big, like I said, there's a big Toshi community. So I've been making Toshi videos updates and everything like that. I have another one coming out tomorrow. But besides Toshi, let me know what your altcoins you guys would like me to make updates for, based on the charts and everything. I was thinking about maybe Turbo, but I don't know. Let me know if there's other, there's some altcoins. I can't see ICP going past 25, 35, or 40 max this cycle. Yeah, I mean, ICP is one of those coins that I see topping out lower. Right? Maybe $10 right here. Maybe $10 or maybe 15, maybe 20. I don't know. I don't see it going back to all-time highs, but doesn't mean it can give you some good gains. So Jay says Pangu, Sonic, ASMR Spark. Not bad coins. A lot of them have pretty good community. I do have some Sonic too. Sonic was a new coin that I added to my portfolio about a month ago, and I still been accumulating. So I mean, I'll share some of the coins that I just recently got into this year. Sonic is one of them. Let me actually check my portfolio on BTCC. Again, if you guys want to join BTCC, my favorite platform, one of them, along with BitUnix, check it out. In the pinned comment, you get 10% deposit bonus over 500, and the max reward is 10K. They've been here for 14 years, no hacks. They have proof of reserves, and they're KYC free and VPN free. So definitely check out BTCC. They also have an app, by the way. So let me actually check out some of the new coins I bought this year in 2025. So Sonic is one of them. I have a pretty good amount. Say was one of them. Toshi was already one of them. Cetus. The reason why I bought Cetus is because I'm bullish on Sui, and Cetus is basically like the main dex on Sui. And I know they had a problem with like some hack, and I just believe they're gonna recover. I just believe it's gonna recover. So Cetus, the other one, Rune. So Rune was actually a coin that I've been bullish on. I just decided to get into it this year because it was down a ton. But I do like Rune. Pundex. And then I would also say, yeah. Let me go to my Phantom wallet. Oh yeah, Pump Fun was one of them. Pump Fun, Dog and Me, Ski. Again, these are like meme coins. Hippo. But yeah, just a couple coins here that I got into this year, new this year. You trade for people when they donate. Do I trade for people when they donate? That's funny. No, not really. Oh, that would be a cool idea though, right? Some type of app where people donate, and then you can actually, like, the person that you're donating to can use that right away to trade. That's actually a pretty cool idea. Thank you for sharing wisdom. Anytime, Crypto Owl. I appreciate it. And I saw something regarding Coinbase, well, Base, that's going to
New subscriber.
I saw their CEO talking about Base. They're making right now, it's like in beta, where like influencers can have their own coin or whatever, and basically like the platform, like it's taken away from the platform earning money, and now the influencers earn money. They're basically like taking away that middleman, which is the platform, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, wherever, in which the influencer, the creator, makes most of the money. I thought that was like, wow, that's great news for me, right? For me, who was a content creator, live streamer. So I'm definitely gonna look into that. Pretty excited about that. One of them are going to go. One of what is going to go? Mochi, Honey. I remember Honey. I know Honey's down a ton. Man, did Coinbase delist Honey? I think they did, right? Oh no, it's still on Coinbase. Okay. It's just down, man. Honey's just down so much. It's just down so much. I don't know. Probably a lot of inflation. But this was a Bitcoin in the deep end sector. Meme coins you bought. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do agree. And that's one thing. Once your meme coins take off, guys, don't forget to sell it. Like I'll share a lot of the meme coins too here. I share it in the group, but I'll share here with you guys. I mean, I post it all the time in the Telegram too. So you guys should know all the meme coins I'm into. Like Dog and Me, you already know. Base Pepe is one of them. Base Pepe is pretty lower cap still. But I have a little bit of Base Pepe. Ski, you already know. Low fee on Sui. Fud the Pug on Sui. And again, guys, this is not like a crazy part of my portfolio. This is like a really small amount of my portfolio, right? This is just like a moon bag worth of these meme coins. Arrowbud on Base. Blub on Sui. Hippo on Sui. And then a little bit of Ball on Base. So there's a couple meme coins there. And of course, I bought a lot of these meme coins based on the charts, right? A lot of them have pretty decent charts. Let me see, 40. Okay. But yeah. Alright, bro, can you check an XRP too? Brave, yeah, I got you. Just don't forget to like. I'm waiting to break even in Honey and move on to something else. What's your break even price, if you don't mind sharing? But yeah, checking out XRP here for Brave. Again, like I said, XRP, it bounced off pretty nice here today on the 50 MA, right on the 50 MA. Wick right on that 50 MA right there on the daily. See that? So that's a good sign, but I believe we're probably gonna continue this downtrend for XRP and try to meet up with that 50 MA again, maybe in a couple days, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Around 297, 295. So if we lose that, then we're coming here to 280 to 278 level for a double bottom. Okay. So if we lose that 50 MA, we come here, we continue this downtrend, we come to that 50 MA, we have some bearish price action, lose it, we'll dump down here for a possible double bottom. And that's the last line of support right there at 280, 290, 280, 278. So, and again, this is why I live stream, to share some pullback targets with you guys. Not looking good here for Bitcoin on the daily. We're starting to break that 50 MA right there. As you continue to grow your brand, would you consider to have a subscription-based live trading chat room? Used to belong to one where they charge $99 per month. Wow. So how does that work though? So it's like it's a live trading chat room for like while you're trading live, basically. That's pretty interesting. Bro, which money for trading star? What do you mean? Lewis, have you looked at Nobody Sausage meme? Nobody Sausage meme? No. I mean, what's the tag for it? I'll definitely check it out here. I do have Dogecoin, bro. Check out Millennial, has a lot of potential. Millennial. Let me see if I can find it. Well, it's not on TradingView, so I'm guessing it's a like lower cap meme coin. Oh yeah, man, I haven't checked out Bitcoin dominance in a minute. What's that at? 59. Still at 59. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance at 59 right here. Oh, nobody. Okay. So I got a call. How long should I hold Turbo? What point do you think is a good selling point? I mean, probably by Q4, maybe Q1 2026. Basically when everything takes off, all the meme coins take off. What are we holding here? I have half my bags in quick flips for what the institutions are going to push up and half for what's next. What do you think next? I think layer 1s will continue to do well, in my honest opinion. I think like Solana and even Cardano, right? And that's what you're starting to see. A lot of the layer 1s are starting to hold up pretty well. Cardano, Solana, BNB, XRP. So I think the layer 1s are going to continue to do well. Even AVAX, I would say AVAX is the next one to take off very soon, just like Cardano took off. So yeah, I think so. It's called Nobody. Let's check out this coin called Nobody. Pretty funny name, Nobody Sausage. Let me see if I can find the best chart here. Okay, so I guess we'll use this chart. So this is like a newer coin, right? It's just like 5 months old. Doesn't look too bad. Definitely doesn't look too bad. Kind of looks like a inverted head and shoulders possibly playing out, right? We have the shoulder, the head, and we're holding that 25 on the daily. So I mean, so far we're pretty bullish. We might slowly work our way up and then, you know, take off. So not too bad. Is this a meme coin on which chain is this meme coin on? So big buy on AVAX. I mean, yeah, I think AVAX is a great diversification coin. You don't want to go all in on it, but I think AVAX is pretty good. Again, here, nothing here is financial advice. Is $100 on each low cap meme coin is more than enough? I would say so. I mean, that's kind of, you know, I don't like sharing how much I have in crypto, but that's kind of around the level on what I have on a lot of these meme coins in my portfolio. Again, it's not a big part of my portfolio, but I'll say $100. It's not a bad deal. Again, though, don't forget, right? Don't forget to take profits. If you get a 5x, 10x, depending where we are on the markets, you got to take profits or sell most of it. Okay? You don't want to get super greedy thinking if you get a 20x, you don't want to be like, oh, wait, it's going to do a 50x. Jeff says exactly. It was called The Live Traders. Founded Jared Wesley. He made lots of YouTube videos. Oh, really? I definitely got to look into that. I'll be open-minded to that for sure. I'll definitely be open-minded to that. I probably want to put like $99, but I'm heavy into Turbo and we'll look for 0.5, 0.10 to take profits. So for Turbo, because I do have Turbo myself. See, like, the difference between Turbo and these lower cap meme coins is I have a lot more Turbo than these lower cap meme coins, because Turbo is already kind of made its ground, right? It has a great chart. It had a nice bounce off here, so it's not a super low cap meme coin. It's already pretty well known and has a great structure. And yeah, just like you said, that 10 cents, like, it's one of my targets right here. 0.10 and 0.6 is where my sell zone is for Turbo. So pretty spot on. Yes, Millennials at 1.6 million. Oh, it's on Solana. I'll definitely check it out. I don't have Dex Tools, Dex Screener right here, but I'll check it out for sure. Not sure. Wish I could buy Nobody, but I am new to crypto and only purchase on Coinbase. Oh, okay. I mean, I could check it out right here. We'll check out where what other coins Turbo's on. I mean, Nobody's on. I just gotta search up Nobody on CoinMarketCap. But I get the vibe that most of your bread and butter in crypto centers around holding and being patient, and a lesser extent scalping crypto. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, for me, right, I would say the reason why I don't do that consistently is because I have a day job, right? I have a full-time job with overtime and everything like that. So then when I get off, you know, I just go live and just analyze the markets for you guys. But I love to do like scalp trading and like live stream trading. So apparently it's on Solana. Yeah, so nobody's on Solana. So at the moment, nobody is on Solana. It's on MEXC, KuCoin, Metadam, so not too bad. Yeah, Phantom, yeah, it's on Solana. And also, guys, if you guys are looking for a good cold storage wallet, I've been using the Keystone for the last couple days. It's been great so far. Actually, I have it right here. I really like the Keystone. Where the heck did I put it? Okay, so I'll tell you why I like the Keystone. And you guys can use my code for 5% off if you guys are interested. But if you guys are looking for a good, secure cold storage wallet, Keystone is definitely good because it's open source. So I got it right here. So this is how it looks like. It's kind of like a small phone. It has a finger thing right there to log in, to do transactions. The camera for sending crypto QR code. Let me turn it on right here. So look, every time I turn it on, it does the firmware verification, which is pretty good. But I'm gonna tell you why I like the Keystone. I mean, yeah, it's open source. That's very, very important for cold storage wallets. I don't care how amazing the user interface is. Open source to me is key. Meaning, basically the code is open source and people can check for backdoors, vulnerabilities, all those things, right? It's out there. It has 3 I think it's called EPL chips or element chips. Okay, and these chips are very secure for when people are trying to break in and trying to hack it. So the element chips, but like Ledger, Trezor, most of the cold storage wallets only have 1. This one has 3. Okay, let me put in my pin. Okay, so I just logged in. So and this is actually on the lower brightness, and it's still pretty good on low brightness. It kind of reminds me of like the e-reader. What is it called? Like the reader books, the Nook. Yeah, like the Nook. Cause it's like it's on low brightness, but it's still like really visible. But another reason why I like this is that it's a hybrid. So it's air gapped. So you can use this as an air gapped wallet. Meaning, if you guys don't know what an air gap is, it basically is you can send and receive crypto without having to connect it to the internet through a wire, through anything. But if you want to, it gives you the option to, which if you need to update it on if you need a wallet update on the firmware, or if you want to send crypto and all that, you can actually do it. Okay. And that's pretty good. It has both those options. If you want to update it, it has the SD card slot right there, right? If you just want to be extra safe. But I would say if you have a PC that's pretty clean, doesn't have any malware or anything like that, then you can just connect it to the PC through the USB right there. But the variety of coins this supports is a ton of coins, guys. I mean, basically any coins you can get on MetaMask, Rabbi, OKX wallet. So again, I told you about a bunch of pros. I'll tell you one of the cons, right? I'll keep it real with you guys. I tell you guys exactly what I think. One of the cons is the fact that this doesn't really have its own software Now Keystone does have its own software, right? Like its own app interface. The reason why this one doesn't have it is because apparently it's not open source. So they just want to go 100% open source. And honestly, I prefer that. So you can't really use this with the Keystone app and the Keystone interface because that's not open source. But you can use this with any wallet out there, right? Any open source wallet out there like MetaMask, Sparrow, Rabbi, OKX, you know, basically anyone out there except Phantom, which is, you know, maybe in the future they'll update Phantom to be compatible with this, but it's still pretty good because it gives you access to all those coins that are on those wallets. You can stake it. And the big difference of having, like, let's say you have just a MetaMask wallet, a hot wallet, versus having a MetaMask wallet connected to this, the big difference is that when you're doing transactions, when you're staking, when you're sending, when you're receiving, all those things, you have to physically do it on here. Okay? So it's a big difference than a hot wallet. So that's why I recommend it. Nice. How much is it? So I think it's about, so they gave me a code, right? They gave me a lifelong code, meaning this code, no matter what deal they're having, it still counts on top of whatever deal they're having. They're always having like deals and stuff. But it's a 5% code. Let me actually check right here how much it is. I'll put the link here for you guys. It's on my link bio, but I'll put the link. And again, I'm sharing this because I really do like this wallet and I actually use it. And I like the fact that it's very secure. Again, the number one thing for a cold storage wallet, the number one feature is the security. Always. Okay. So I shared it right there, but it'll take you to their website. You just go to products, Keystone 3 Pro. So it's the Pro, the Keystone 3 Pro. So it's 150. Okay. And then you can use my 5% code in the checkout, and the code is basically Lewis, just Lewis. But if you want to, you can wait like a couple days, because they'll probably be doing like a sale, because they're always doing like these sales like Black Friday, stuff like that. And then you know, you can use that and then use the 5% on top of the sale and get a pretty good deal. And then the other one, Tangem, I have a 10% discount on Tangem if you guys want to get Tangem. And the code should be Sir Lewis in the link bio. Yeah, not pretty bad. And again, it has 3-element chips. It's open, fully open source. It's touchscreen. It's hybrid, air gapped. It's honestly really good. It's really at the moment it's my favorite wallet next to Trezor. The Keystone 3 and Trezor are like my 2 favorite wallets. Under that, I would probably say Tangem and Ledger, and then the Elipal. But yeah, those 2 are my favorite wallets right now. Oh, also forgot to say that they have a Bitcoin early firmware. So when you get the wallet, you have the option to have multi-coin, which I did mine multi-coin. Or you can do it so it's only Bitcoin firmware, meaning it only has a firmware to support Bitcoin. And I recommend everyone have a wallet that's Bitcoin only, and you keep your Bitcoin on there because it's just the most secure way to hold your Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be Keystone. It could be Trezor. Trezor has a Bitcoin only wallet. It could be you know, I don't know if Ledger has one, but what do you think of Arculus? So I haven't looked into Arculus, but I think they're not open source from what I heard. So I think that's a big you know, a big deal. It doesn't hurt to hold a little bit on there, right? Send it. but I'll say being open source is a big deal to me. What do you mean you're hella behind on crypto? You're hella down on crypto? Is that what you mean? But guys, just give me a second. I'm gonna go move my car, and I'll be back in about like 5 minutes. All right. So just give me. You guys can watch. ETH dump here as I'm gone. So I'll be back. All right, guys, we are back. Wow, we still got 50 people on here. Insane. Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for staying on here. Absolutely amazing. And thank you guys for the follows. For the new people that just came in today. You guys been killing it. But yeah, what you guys been talking about. ETH has just been the same price here. I mean, we just been the same price. Bitcoin on 116. Let me see, we're holding the daily. So yeah, I mean that daily 50 MA right here, it's holding on for its dear life, but it looks like we're gonna break it, to be honest. Any of you guys into trading equities? That's the fear, the trust factor.
Higher new donation.
Raheem, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. And I gotta flip that side. Why is that like flipped? Let me see here. It's like flipped the opposite way. There, flip horizontal. Now it should be good. But thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Rahim for his second super chat of the night. Now I'm doing it on the side of extra cash, trying to do $20 to $40 a month. Appreciate it. Well, you should be able to on the side where it has like the money symbol. But again, guys, you know, any donation is very appreciated. I thank you guys so much just for being on here. Really means a lot to me. Yeah, the crown. But, you know, for people just getting into trading, I would say futures trading for crypto is pretty good. It's just that use low leverage. Crypto's super, as you guys can see, each pullback, super volatile, especially if you're not Bitcoin. So use low leverage and have a set plan. Don't go all in on the entry, ladder in to positions. And you know, you want to look at the overall trend. So if you believe the market's going to go up like I do, and you're looking for long-term longs. Once, like, that's the thing, once we get near the bull market top where a lot of coins are up a ton, maybe Bitcoin's above 150k by then or something like that, I'm gonna be looking for shorts, long-term shorts. So I'll update you guys during that time. Right now I'm in long-term longs. But maybe when, you know, when ETH's above 10k, wherever we are in the markets, I'll be looking for long-term shorts. And just like in 2022, a lot of people made a killing shorting the market down to the bear market. So yeah, ETH on the 1 hour kind of looks like we want to go test that 200 MA. Which is that target, right? That 4,100 target. It's really where ETH wants to go. XRP held. Yeah, XRP has been holding pretty decently. But I still see XRP dropping though. I see XRP dropping to that 50 MA where we wicked down to. So, I mean, it would be around 295, 296. If you lose that, then 280. So. Cardano, 92 cents, holding up pretty well, too. Let's see if Cardano has any downside. Yeah, man, Cardano's been holding it pretty well. Just trading sideways here, holding that 50 MA. We're kind of in between both here on the 4 hour, right? So that resistance, that support is 89. We lose that, we'll probably fall down to like 84 somewhere in the 80s. I'll probably say probably around 85 cents. But again, I'm still super bullish on Cardano. It's a coin that I bought before this massive leg up. I'm happy about it in the pullback, and I still think Cardano under $1 is not bad. I bought lots of Cardano last week. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think Cardano will definitely go to its previous all-time highs. And, you know, in the meantime, you want to stake Cardano. can actually stake on, you know, the cold storage wallets that I mentioned, Keystone, Trezor. I think Tangent might have it soon. Ledger, you can stake Cardano. I think you just need a third party for Ledger and Trezor. Actually, Trezor, you don't need a third party. Can you check XLM? Hoping it goes down. Yeah, we'll take a look at XLM. Let's zoom in here on XLM on the lower time frames. You see, we lost that 25 on the daily, so our next target here is 39 cents. We lose that, most likely we'll come down here for a double bottom, test the bottom here from back in early August, which would be around 36 cents right here. 36. So I mean, yeah, we have a scenario here where we fall here to that 50 MA, 39 cents. Trying to put in a higher low, we don't, we lose that. Come here for a double bottom, right? We bounce off of that, double bottom, and then the bottom's it. We have a scenario like that. But yeah, the next target's at 50 MA. We lost that 25. Most likely we'll come here to that 50 MA on the 39 cents level for XLM. You see on the 4-hour, we're way below the 25-200, which was resistance here, right? We can see how we started uptrending here, and this bear flag, and got rejected right on the 200 MA. So it's acting as resistance, showing you the trend is down, and that 39 cents, lose that, then 36. So I would say, yeah, XLM has more downside. Can you stake on Trezor, a cold storage wallet? Yes, you can. You can stake on Trezor. The thing is, though, some coins you might need to use a third party, meaning like you have it on Trezor, but like you connect it to a third party wallet, right? Or maybe like their native wallet, but you connect your Trezor to it, and then you send it on there. It's on your Trezor, but you're using third party wallet to stake it or do whatever. But for Cardano, you can actually stake on Trezor. For Cardano, I believe you can. Can you explain the point you made last week when you said that eventually the channel of subscribers will grow to the point where you will not be able to catch all the questions? Yeah, great question by Jeff. So, you know, back in 2024, in the last 2 years, we had like meme coin season, and there was actually a lot of euphoria in the markets. And here on YouTube, especially on TikTok, I was getting so many people, right? And it was just the chat, right? This is what I love. I love live streaming right now because it's just super chill. You know, we just have a couple people, and I'm able to read all the questions. And you know, you guys are really the OGs. You know, I love all of you guys, and I appreciate everyone on here. But back then, it was to a point where it just so many people just commenting, and I really couldn't keep up with all the questions and everyone commenting. I believe it's gonna get like that again, and I think that's gonna be a big sell signal, a big top signal, because that's really just a lot of retail coming in and looking at crypto influencers like me, right? But most of these people right now have no interest in crypto. They're watching, you know, funny prank videos or something like that, right? They have no interest in crypto right now. Maybe they have a couple coins they're invested in that, but once the market gets euphoric, they're probably going to be interested in crypto during that point, and that's when we get a lot of more views for crypto channels like mine. And it's what was happening last 2 years during meme coin season. So I believe will happen again this bull market peak. What's your take on third party based on security? That's a great question by Zach. So my take on that, Like there's a couple coins that have third party wallets. Like Data has one. Caspa, right? There's a couple. Cardano, right? So I would say based on security, like my take on third party, I would say, you know, even if it's not third party, everything you sign, you guys should see where you're signing, right? Make sure it's secure. The Keystone is great with that because it shows us the sign. The Ledger Stacks is great with that too. But I would say this, like I would say have a account where you use third party wallets, right? And then have another account where you store the majority of your crypto that don't use third party wallets, right? So separate both of the accounts. The Keystone, you can do that. You can have up to 3 accounts, so like 3 seed phrases. You can also use Shamir backup or whatever. I believe you could do that with Ledger too, or Trezor. I don't know how many times how many accounts they let you have, but ultimately have a wallet where you use third party wallets if you have to, and then have one. That's why I say, if you're holding Bitcoin, just have a Bitcoin firmware wallet, meaning it's Bitcoin only. Okay. Don't hold Bitcoin on the wallet that you have coins on third party wallets and all these multi coins on there. So that's just my take on it. And the thing about third party wallets too, guys, is that you want to do your research on it, right? Is it a well-known coin? Is it a reputable coin, right? Data, I think Data is pretty good. Cardano especially good too. And you also want to go on YouTube or research, okay, what's the best place to stake Cardano that's well known and safe and has good security? And you want to go to that one first. Like Lido is a good one, right? Lido is well known. It's has a lot of liquidity. It has a lot of people, so Lido is pretty good. Right, obviously Curve, Aave, all these dexes are pretty good too. What's the info is on the left? What do you mean on the left? Yeah, this is bubble maps. Yeah, this is just on the day here. What's up on the day and everything. On the weekly. This is another great wallet too. OKX wallet. You can actually connect it to Keystone. Pretty good. My long-time holdings on my cold wallet are not connected to anything locked in my safe. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's definitely the way you want it to be. And that's the thing, for anyone that has Tangem, I love Tangem. I think Tangem has the best user interface out there. It's just that, like, if people ask me, do you recommend having most of your crypto on Tangem? I would say no, because I don't think they're not fully open source, right? It doesn't mean that they're bad or anything like that. It just means that there's other better options, right? Being open source to me is the number one key. But I still use Tangem for, you know, small amounts of my crypto holdings. Very convenient. That's fascinating forecast for your expected renewed resurgence in crypto and how landscape might go to places we have yet to see, brother. Yes, and I appreciate you bringing that up, Jeff, because that's gonna be a big top signal. I believe we'll get at least 100 people here on YouTube. We'll get a lot of comments and on TikTok for sure. In fact, speaking about TikTok, I think I already passed my my time limit here. So they banned my TikTok, and now I'm able to go. So I might go a little bit here on TikTok while speaking to you guys here on YouTube, of course. I think I know why I got banned. And I think it's for just talking about exchanges like BTCC, BitUnix. and maybe even talking about crypto wallets too. So I'm just not going to talk about any of that when I go on TikTok, just to be safe, because on my main account, if I get one more ban, I think my account's like over. So I've been like live streaming on my my backup account with like 2K followers, trying to grow that out, which has been pretty good so far. So we'll just go live a little bit here on TikTok. And of course, I'm gonna stay here on YouTube. Tangent is one of my cold wallets. Yeah, I like Tangent. I just don't recommend having a ton of crypto on there. So Bitcoin to 1 million, Christian market. I think next decade we'll see Bitcoin on 1 million.
New subscriber.
A lot of scams happen on OKX, really? Oh wow. I definitely gotta look into OKX then. But did you use OKX just as a hot wallet, or did you use it connected to a cold storage wallet? Don't feel bad. Lots of crypto influencers are being... Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just like their shadow. It's completely opposite from last bull market when it was just... There was like no bans or anything. It was just very free. And that's how I grew my account to like 30K. And I still have it at 30K. And here on YouTube, shout out to you guys. You guys been killing it. We're about to hit 40K on YouTube. So I appreciate all of you guys on here. What type of trading style do you go with? So I do a lot of trading styles. It really depends on the time frame. Right now, my trading style right now is like long-term, low leverage crypto trading. Thank you guys for the likes. That's my trading style right now. Just because like each pullback that we had, hasn't really affected me. Like my trades are still pretty good. My liquidation levels are super low. And, you know, every time we recover, we pull back up, I'm in the green. So that's my trading style right now. But I do like to scalp trade. It's just I'm focusing on this right now because I'm more long term right now. Big Tax says Trezor wallet is currently the top pick. Yeah, I have a Trezor too. I recommend Trezor. If you guys want to support my channel, you can use my link for Trezor in my link bio. But I do like Trezor. I do like Trezor a lot. I like that they're open source. They have a great user interface on their website wallet. Right. I would say the only things the Keystone has over the Trezor is that it has 3 element chips. It's also open source.
New subscriber.
The actual wallet, in my opinion, has a better user interface. It's bigger, has a bigger touch screen and all that. But then what Trezor has over the Keystone is that it actually has like a platform, like an open source website. Not a website, like a software that you can use. So, you know, it's pretty balanced, pros and cons. T. Smith says, lots of choppy charts lately. Feeling bullish though. What's your take on ADA? I agree with you, man. A lot of chopping here. I'm bullish on ADA. I've been talking about ADA here. If you guys been here in my last streams, how bullish I was on ADA, and it had a massive move to the upside. And the reason why is because, you know, we're starting to see layer ones start to wake up. Solana's been looking great. BNB broke all-time highs. XRP, and I said Cardano will probably start to wake up too. And you know, we're holding it pretty well. We're holding it pretty well despite the market coming down. We're not dumping back here to like 80, 78 cents. I think ADA is one of the best picks out there because it's a top 10 coin. It's really well known, and it's still 3x from its all-time highs. While Ethereum is about to break its all-time highs, pretty close. ADA is still 3x away. It has a great bullish structure, right? And I think under $1 ADA is still a great deal. Again, you want to be buying coins that have this type of structure, right? Not coins that are still down here struggling near their bear market lows. Like if Cardano was still here around 39 cents, it honestly would not be bullish. So that TikTok ban reminds me of how some doctors spoke about. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. I remember that time. A lot of them are still, you know, being banned and shadow banned and all that, so. Good morning, Daniel. Thank you for coming to the live stream. It's been an amazing stream, by the way. We got over 50 people the entire stream, 2,000 views here, 38 likes. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, guys. How long has Keystone been around? That's a great question. Let me ask ChatGPT. Actually, I got ChatGPT here. How long has Keystone been? So I just asked ChatGPT. Let's see. So I'll put Keystone Crypto Wallet. So it was founded in 2018. It operates under the legal name Yanxi HK Limited and is based in Hong Kong. Since today is August 18, 2025, that means Keystone has been in operation for 7 years. So yeah, 7 years. What's up, Steven? How you been, bro? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Thank you for your insight. I really appreciate it. Anytime, T Smith. Thank you for coming to the live. I'll definitely look into it. Awesome. Yeah. No, I definitely, like I said, guys, you know, the wallets I recommend are the ones I actually use that I trust. Again, I like Keystone because they're open source. That's a big deal for me. That's on VeChain. I'll take a look at VeChain. Do you trade Crow? I hold Crow. So we'll take a look here at VeChain. Don't forget to like if you guys are on TikTok. VeChain is just very choppy, right? Independent still. And this very asymmetrical pendant. When are we gonna break out of this? It's just taking forever here for VeChain to break out, but I believe this will break out similar to how Crow broke out. So I believe very soon, I mean, this coin can break out. Here, we come up here to possibly 5 cents VeChain. It could be like a 2x. So overall, I'm bullish on VeChain. I think this is a great opportunity to buy. You could possibly be putting in kind of like an inverse head and shoulders. So pretty good. I mean, again, you want to buy when it's oversold. We're extremely oversold on VeChain on the monthly, and honestly, this is bullish divergence here. Yeah. So like VeChain, let's check out my watch list here. Again, if you guys want to get my watch list, check out my course, the 8 signals to sell the top. If you want to learn about the 8 signals to sell the top, check it out on WAP. Great interface for a course, by the way. But here on my watch list, you can see, I believe this is bullish divergence here. Yeah, look, this is bullish divergence on VeChain because we're putting in a higher high, higher low. But here on stochastic, putting in a lower low. See that? And that is here my cheat sheet. That's actually hidden bullish divergence, right? Because we're putting an HL here on VeChain. But then on the stochastic, we're putting in an LL, a lower low, right there. And that's hidden bullish divergence. So it's pretty good. And the thing is, this is on the monthly. So on the monthly and on the weekly, when you catch these divergences, since it's on higher time frames, it usually takes a minute. It takes a while for it to really manifest. So we can do something kind of like that and then take off. You see? And the reason why, you know, I like divergences is it kind of shows you what's going to happen months ahead. Right? It kind of shows you a little bit. Yeah, it's on WAP. It should be in my link bio if you guys are interested. Yeah, double bottom. But again, comment wherever you guys are. Comment the altcoins you guys want me to check out. Ethereum starting to come down to my target, and I'm happy. This is bullish, guys. I know it doesn't make sense, right? Why are you bullish with ETH coming down? But it's good that ETH has this healthy pullback to this level. This is a multi-year level for Ethereum, where for 2024, 2023, we couldn't break through this, and now we broke through it. And I remember I told you, no matter how high Ethereum comes up here, it will come back down and flip that as support. If we don't, I'm bearish for a premature top for ETH. If we do, then I could see ETH breaking 10K plus. Okay, so don't be scared if you pull back here to 3,900 ETH, 4,100. I wanted to come down to at least 3,800. I think that'll be the ideal price. The ticker symbol is always right here on the right side. Raheem, thank you, man. Thank you for the super chats, by the way. Appreciate it. QNT. Sure, we'll take a look at QNT. Kajum. Thank you for coming to. And by the way, Kajum, this is my backup TikTok. My main TikTok has over like 30K. The reason I decided to live stream on my backup is because I got banned on my main one for a couple days. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the flowers. QNT, let's take a look at it. Because this coin didn't recover pretty well. I remember this coin was looking awful at some point, but we're recovering pretty well here for QNT. You guys got some super chats for this guy. Beat me out. Raheem, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. Oh, really? You've been interested in stocks? Yeah, I think right now is a great opportunity to invest in crypto, especially too. So look, QNT, I remember saying if you want this to recover, we have to break that 618, which we did, and hold above it. So we broke it, came back down, put in the higher low. We broke it again, and now we're holding above it. So now this time we're holding above it for about 3 months now, which was different from back here. Now the next level to break is that 0.5. That's the next resistance point, which is around 130. So, there's a chance we can pull back here for QNT to the 618. The top would be around 98 bucks. So, 99, 100, 98 would be a great target for QNT here to bounce off and put in a higher low. Now let's take a look here on the lower time frames. And look, I'm seeing some confluence here. The weekly, you can see the weekly 25 and 50 is kind of creeping up there. It's slowly creeping up here to that 98, right? The top of the 618 golden pocket level. So again, QNT pulling back here slowly but surely, bouncing off, flipping that as support on the 25, on the 618 at the same time. Very, very bullish. Very bullish. The same way that it it pulled back here and bounced on the 50 right there. So that's the price point I would watch. Yeah. Yeah, I trade that too. Thank you guys for the follows. Don't forget to like. If you guys are new here, definitely follow. Good evening, Lewis. Great show. Can you let me know what you think about Zora? Yeah, we'll take a look at Zora. I think, is that the coin that the Coinbase CEO was talking about with Base? I think so, right? But I definitely got to look into that, because that's very good for me from what he said. Because basically what he said was that well, Base, what they're trying to do, I think Zora is the platform, is basically they're gonna give like you're able as a influencer or a crypto content creator to create your own coin, and then instead of having the platform like YouTube or TikTok making the money, basically most of the money goes to the creator. So it's more decentralized. And I think it's like, wow, that's a great idea. Hit the likes. Paul, thank you, bro. So yeah, I mean, Zora, this coin is, ever since it got launched, has been looking great. You can see we were very flat here for about a couple months, and then we broke out, and each pullback has been bouncing off pretty well. You know, we can pull back more here for sure, near that 25, but I would say right now it's kind of situational, right? Because we got that bearish cross right there on the 4-hour. We get put in that higher low, but we're getting rejection here at the 50 MA. So we get rejected there, probably lose that 25, and test the 9 cents level again, which on the daily might be, you know, might be where the 25 is here in a couple days. So we might pull back here to that 25. That's what I would watch here for Zora, because we are due for a massive pullback here after weeks of this coin just pumping up. And that first level of support is that 25 MA on the daily. Okay, but overall pretty bullish. Again, it's a coin that I'm pretty sure is backed by Coinbase. It's on Base, so you know they're gonna push it out like crazy. Yeah, today was pretty good. Bitcoin reversing tonight or tomorrow. Looks like the 1-day TF max days of downside in the last couple months. Yeah, I mean, like based on what I see on Bitcoin, it's just we're holding in that daily 50 for our dear life, and it looks like we're gonna break it. Yeah, we're breaking that. So, you know, our next target for Bitcoin is gonna be this point of control right here, where we wick down to. So we're probably gonna slowly fall here to that 114,300, and then we lose that. We'll test the bottom here for a double bottom around 113. And you know, in the beginning of the live stream, we were holding that 50 MA, but I said, look, we're probably gonna break it. We're looking bearish here. We're probably gonna break that 50 MA, and we broke it, and we're slowly, most likely, dumping down here to this zone. You can also see on the 4-hour a lot of resistance here. Thoughts on BNB? What time? This is on the 4-hour. I like the way you do your analysis, sir. It's a plan and simple. Thank you, Edson. Appreciate it. Yeah, I try to make it very simple for you guys. You know, trading can be a lot of people make it difficult, but I just try to look at it very simply. Again, I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin. Each major pullback I've been bullish. And long term, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin can go to, you know, put in new highs this bull market still. While there's some people calling for the top, I still believe Bitcoin can go up much higher this bull market, along with other altcoins. Yeah. 113 I can handle. LO, my liquidation is under 110. Okay, that's pretty good. But yeah, you can even see right here on the monthly, right? 113 level. Thank you guys for the follows. What about XRP? XRP, my target for XRP is 280. Well, the first target for XRP is 295, right around that 50 MA. Most likely we'll lose that, and then we have a chance of coming to 280, at least 280. You can see how we wicked down today. We actually wicked down to the 50 MA, tag it right there, bounce back up, but now we're still continuing the downtrend. So this leads to me believe that we'll revisit that 50 MA. Maybe get a small bounce there, and then if we lose that, break down to 280. Yeah, it could be. You guys have been absolutely amazing this live stream. Just want to say thank you guys so much. I have a new video coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And let me know which videos.
New donation.
Wow, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, man. The first of many to come. Wow, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Jeff. Thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Our third super chat of the night, by the way. I think it's a new record. But thank you, man. Need to make $15. Please, how do I start? Love your analysis. You've been on point since I've been following. SoFi, thank you. And you guys are so nice. I appreciate everyone on here. And again, I just try to go live and be authentic with you guys and really show you my thought process, what I'm thinking about the markets. Yeah, it has been really good. It's been holding it pretty well, around 92 cents. But I would say if you pull back hard here for Bitcoin, we can go to 85 cents. Again, this pullback is good because the ETH needs to come here to this multi-year point of resistance right here. We broke it, and we almost broke all-time highs for ETH. We were pretty close. But now we're pulling back here. And I'm happy this is happening because now ETH can, if we come down here, build support, we can catapult to 10K plus for Ethereum. So I really like this pullback that's happening. And we're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer. But again, some coins I've been buying, like I've been buying Theta. I know Theta is not a popular coin. I've been buying RSR. Chainlink is at 25 bucks. I already have a ton of Chainlink, but I still think it's not a bad deal. Yeah. And I'm still very bullish on the market long term. I have a lot of long positions. Look at that. Wow, Zoro's up 794% on the monthly. So look at that. Zoro's up really, really big. I got to look into it because, you know, from what I heard from Ben Armstrong, who was it? The CEO of Coinbase. I think it's Zoro that he was talking about. Yeah, Theta's a beast, yeah. So some of you guys asked for XCN. XCN's still holding it pretty well. It's just in this massive pendant. Hasn't really dumped yet. right? It's at the bottom of the pennant here near that 50 MA. So we might be bottoming out here for XCN pretty soon. We're in this downtrend. You can see this huge wick back up. So this might be the bottom of the pullback here for XCN before we start to move up. Right? Maybe tighten up here. Move up, put in that second shoulder. Kind of get an inverse head and shoulders and then break to the upside. We could do something possibly like that. But XCN is looking great because, I mean, this is not a pump and dump coin, and we didn't pump and then dumped all the way back down here. We pulled back with the market and just been consolidating sideways. So I do like it. Yeah, symmetrical triangle, exactly. And XCN, I mean, this is a textbook symmetrical triangle for XCN. What would you recommend as starting capital in trading? I'll say a small portion of your portfolio, maybe 5%. It really depends how much you have, but you don't want to put like 50% or something crazy like that, right? So start with something small, and then I would say the main thing, Edson, is getting consistent. Don't do paper trading. Use real money, but like low amounts, and then try to get consistent. Once you get confident, and you know, it's not getting unlucky on a trade. You want to have a system, and you want to get consistent to the point where, like, okay, you know, you're confident, your system is working pretty well, and then you could add more to your trades. Bro, I know you only do crypto. However, can you chart Webull? Ticker is Bull. Webull, I didn't even know they had it, because I used to have Webull. I used to do that's where I used to do my options trading, on Webull. I didn't know they had a stock. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, okay, let's check out Webull here. Man, Webull, you know, brings back so many memories here from when I first got into investing. Which one is it on? Webull on what? On the NASDAQ? Is the Webull on the NASDAQ? What app can you use to trade small amounts? I'm not gonna talk about exchanges here on TikTok, because every time I recommend exchanges, they ban me. But all I will say is you can find all the ones that I use in my my link bio. Okay, the top ones should be at the top, the first top 3. So I'll just say that. Okay, it is the one on the NASDAQ. Okay. So I mean, Webull's so we pulled back here and bottom around $10, right? Nice rounded bottom. Let's go here on the daily. Yeah. And since July, we've been putting in higher highs, higher lows. So I mean, we've been looking pretty good here since the bottom here in June, around $10. And the strongs, I mean, the trend's been pretty strong, and you can see that here holding that 25 MA for Webull. So, you know, the next move, we will probably break the top here from back in July. It just might take maybe a week or two. But Webull's been looking pretty good. Even on the 4-hour, bouncing on that 25 and 50 right there. Right, we want to break out, but we're getting a lot of resistance here. And maybe with the market pulling back a little bit, maybe this is why we're getting some resistance. But you can kind of see Webull's kind of been in this range here for a couple weeks. And we're trying to break out of this range. We're just chop, 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 break, come back here, right? We're almost breaking out of the range. So this might be the last pullback here that we need to then break out of that range and then revisit our highs here from back in July around 18 bucks. But honestly, overall, looking pretty bullish. This is looking pretty strong here on this uptrend. I would say we flip bearish once that 25, once that 50 MA crosses the 25 here on the 4 hour. Then we might start reversing back here to around 15 bucks, 14, 15 bucks. So far, looking pretty good. Pick some up, bro. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. I want to get back into stocks, so I might look into it. Because I used to use Webull all the time. It was like my main wallet that I used to use. And how long have you been trading? Since 2019. Since 2019. Paul says, lunar eclipse with full blood moon, September 7th, big crash, beware. Oh, man. And September is like the most bearish month for crypto too. And we're gonna get a full blood moon. That's awful. Easy says, what are your favorite long time cryptos? I like a ton. I like Cardano, Chainlink, Dogecoin, H-bar. I think even Litecoin long term will do really well too. All right, Jasmine. So just some of those coins. What's the toughest challenge in trading to me? You're talking about trading? I'll say that the toughest challenge is really just honestly, I don't know. I think it's really a lot of these news-based pullbacks, right? Like these news-based moves where you might be in a swing trade and then we get some really bad news or something, and then we have a massive. That's why I like low leverage trading long term on crypto, because if you have a high leverage or something like that and we get some news like we had the last couple of days, and just brings the market completely down. So I'll say that's probably the biggest challenge. But wow, thank you guys so much. You guys killed it today. I will be live again tomorrow. Okay, guys, I just want to say thank you. If you want to get the Keystone, use code Lewis. Should be the link in the bio. The Keystone 3 Pro. Amazing wallet. Sorry if I didn't catch any coins, but just follow Floki. Okay, I'll do Floki here to end it. We'll do Floki. One of my favorite coins here to end it. But Floki, one of the best charts out there for a meme coin. Ever since the bear market bottom, we've been in this beautiful uptrend. So Floki, I think Floki is a good coin to buy on the pullback. Is what I've been doing here each pullback. So giving some targets on pullback here for Floki. Possibly that 200 MA. Around 87 around here. So we can, we still have some down moves here for Floki if we lose this massive point of control, which again we might bounce off of here, so it doesn't hurt to buy a little bit right there just in case we get a bounce right there. But if we do break that 200 MA right there is looking pretty good. So bullish on the markets, guys. I'm bullish on Floki and a lot of these coins. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Jeff for the super chat, as well as Raheem. Shout out to all of you guys who likes. We got 46 likes. Absolutely amazing. Get some sleep. I will for sure. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you all of you guys on here. Jay, Crypto Owl, Steven, Paul G. Love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Good night, guys. Peace.